So next, let's queer up trans rights. Right-wing radicals troll trans people inside Florida bathrooms. Florida's controversial anti-trans bathroom law, House Bill 1521, not only limits access to public facilities, but also triggers vigilante actions in private establishments. The Safety in Private Spaces Act prohibits transgender individuals from using state-owned bathrooms matching their gender identity. However, this has emboldened right-wing radicals to confront suspected violators in places like restaurants and gyms where the law doesn't apply. Gina Duncan from the Equality Florida highlights the increased harassment of transgender individuals in private settings due to the confusion about the law's scope. Legal experts and activists criticize HB 1521, signed by Governor Ron DeSantis, for imposing the strictest bathroom restrictions in the U.S. The law lacks clarity, endangering trans individuals. It introduces criminal penalties, compounding risks for vulnerable populations. This highlights the broader struggle for transgender individuals in Florida to navigate public spaces safely. Some adapt safety measures like group restroom visits or avoiding isolated areas. Support groups like Found Family Collective and Pink Pistols provide assistance and self-defense training, yet many opt to retreat from public life to evade confrontation. Well, I'll tell you, this story is very close to home. Yeah. Very, very close. And I'm just going to admit, I avoid as much as I can using the bathroom in public. I really do.
You shouldn't have to.
I know, but thank you for saying that. But it's just the fear of, is there going to be a confrontation? And do I even feel like that battle? I will be at a restaurant, and if I have to pee, I will oftentimes hold it.
Hold it.
Wow.
I'll hold it because I just don't want to even take the chance.
How long has this fear been around for you?
Well, for the longest, actually, since I've been a transgender woman, transitioning to a trans woman, it's been that way. However, as the momentum of our transgender civil rights movement progressed, I started to feel a little more comfortable. But like with any movement, there's backlash. And the last few years, we've experienced a lot of backlash. But I mean, look at me. You may know that I'm a trans woman, but I know, and no offense to men in dresses, but I know I don't look like a man in a dress. And I know I don't belong in the men's room. Now, I will say, and I know probably some trans people out there might want to beat my behind, but no, there was a point in my transition that I didn't use the ladies' room until I felt I was far enough along. And you know when that moment was? I was still using the men's room, and I was washing my hands at the sink, and a guy walks in, and he looks at me, he's like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry," and he's backing out the door, but he's looking at the sign, and he's like, "Wait a minute." That was the moment.
That was the aha
I knew.
moment. Yep.
Now, I don't follow Megyn Kelly. I don't follow her, and I don't really care for her, a lot of her views. But she did make a statement recently, and I'm just going to paraphrase. I don't know if you all remember the incident of the trans person that was shaving in the bathroom, and there was a big...
In like Alaska, right?
I can't remember what state it was, but it was they made a big deal out of it.
Okay.
Megyn said, where was it? Planet Fitness. Yes, yes, that's right. Oh my God, our producers are wonderful. Thank you. But Megyn said, for a trans person, a transgender woman, no transgender woman wants people to see her shaving.
No.
And I thought that was a really excellent point.
Kind of
like,
insightful for Megan.
yeah, insightful for her. And it struck me because there's no way, I mean, really, a trans woman is going to be at a Planet Fitness
In a public
shaving.
setting.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anyway.
It's tough. This is tough for me because it's like, as much as I love seeing the gender neutral restrooms, I love seeing them, but it also makes me scared for my trans friends because it makes it easier for a target, because if you're someone who just hates the trans community for just hating it, it's a one-way, you just go right there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really, this article made me think that I was like, shit, like, you know, as much as I want you to have a space, a safe space, is it a safe space?
Well,
I believe in self-defense. I'm a card-carrying conceal.
Oh, really? Oh my God, I need you as my buyer.
And that's a personal preference that you're entitled to have, you know, but some people shouldn't feel like they have to, you know, carry because they just want to go and get a fried jalapeno, you know, from the pub. You know?
Well,
but
sometimes you don't go searching for trouble.
Right.
Trouble searches for you.
It searches for you. You're absolutely
you have
right.
to be prepared.
You're right.
Wow. Well, I predicted that Governor Death Sentence would be even more loathsome after dropping out of the POTUS race. Failure, loser. And he is fulfilling that prophecy. Mark my words, he will continue to make our lives a living hell for the remainder of his time in office.
And you know, I just want to make this
Counting the
point.
seconds. Counting the seconds.
I just want to make this point. When these type of laws are passed, it lends license for people.
They said vigilante behavior, right?
Yeah, it really gives them the license to do these kind of things, because the discriminatory people were there all along.
Right.
But when they have these laws to stand on, then they feel like they can.
And they get highlighted. Oh yeah, of course. Right.